Marcus King wasn't just any businessman. He was the proud owner of King's Sunrise Diner, a cozy little spot that had become a neighborhood staple. It had warm booths, clattering coffee cups, and the smell of sizzling bacon drifting through the air. But recently, Marcus had noticed something troubling. Customer complaints were rising. Online reviews mentioned cold attitudes and strange behavior. And a few staff members were blaming each other. So Marcus made a bold decision. He shaved his beard, switched out his designer suits for worn jeans, put on a curly wig, and took the name Ray Johnson. His plan: go undercover as a regular customer and find out what was really happening inside his diner. He walked in at 6:30 on a quiet morning, his heart thumping with a mix of nerves and excitement. The bell above the door chimed gently. Only 2 waitresses were on duty, and one barely glanced at him. Perfect, he thought. No one recognizes me. He slid into a booth and waited, watching everything with sharp eyes. Today, he wasn't the boss. He was just Ray. And he was ready to discover the truth. A young waitress with tired eyes finally approached his table. "Morning," she murmured, not smiling. "What can I get for you?" Marcus noticed the strain in her voice, the hesitation in her steps. Something wasn't right. "I'll just have some toast," he said politely. "And a cup of coffee." Toast. The simplest thing on the menu. Easy to test how fast, how fresh, and how friendly the staff really were. While she scribbled the order, Marcus watched the kitchen. A cook wiped his forehead, looking stressed. A dishwasher rushed around as if scared to stop moving. Meanwhile, the manager, someone Marcus had hired just 3 months ago, stood near the counter scrolling through his phone, ignoring everything. Marcus clenched his jaw. This wasn't how his diner was supposed to be run. But he stayed quiet. He had to see more. As he waited for his toast, he listened. And that's when he heard it, the moment that froze him in. Place Point 2 employees were talking behind the counter, not realizing Marcus could hear every word. One whispered sharply, "I'm telling you." The manager said not to waste time on certain customers. "What do you mean, certain customers?" The other asked. "You know." The whisperer replied, lowering their voice even more. "People who look broke. People who look like trouble. People who look different." Marcus felt his stomach tighten. Different? The waitress whispered again. "If he thinks they won't tip or they're not worth the effort. He tells us to rush them or ignore them." Marcus's heart dropped. His diner, the place he built with pride, was discriminating against customers, including, right now, him. He sat perfectly still, his coffee untouched, anger rising like a storm inside him. He had hoped the issue was poor service, maybe laziness. But this? This was personal. This was ugly.